everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Lions going up against the Bears. With that, let's get out to Soldier Field. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. While the skies may be ominous, there's never a bad day for football. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp.
Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This is taken at his 4. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Here we go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And the starting crew defensively for Detroit.
When it comes to J.J. Watt, we're about out of superlatives, aren't we? So let's just make this simple. One of the best to ever play the game.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time. And they'll run it here. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We get a look now at the offensive starting unit for the Detroit Lions, and one big target they have at tight end is Eric Ebron.
And they are ready for him to fulfill his promise because he was drafted to be a game breaker. Big target, guy who could block at the line of scrimmage, but really get downfield and make plays against defenders, overmatch them. They haven't seen enough of that yet. They want to come to the front in 2016.
Personal foul, face mask, defense,
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defensively, the starters force Chicago, and they feel like they've got a big-time disruptor in Leonard Floyd from Georgia.
And when the draft process began, there was a mixed bag of opinions about Leonard Floyd. But as time went on and he tested and people saw him work out and they saw the sheer athleticism, people realized they'd better move fast to get him, and the Bears did, moving up in the first round to number 9 to pluck him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he connects with Ebron. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. That one goes for 24 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So they're operating in the red zone. And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, I'll worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it. You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football. And now the rookie's free. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Lions add on to their lead. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
And now here's a carry heading left. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Play clock winding down. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Holding offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run.
Here we go.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 2nd second down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a third down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Still third down.
So just 1 yard to go here on third down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Out of the gun now on third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Let's go. Green 39.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I'm not sure they could have had a better call there for the defense. Blitz was called, and they're setting up for a draw. When you're blitzing, you're likely to beat them to the punch because they're going to take a little extra time to set up. Talk about the offensive line. In this case, you'll get into the backfield before they can get set up.
And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They come out here in the eye. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Back to throw here. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So a 15-play drive. Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, yet only put 3 points on the board, it has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Has to. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. 2nd down now after the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So they go out of the gun, try to delay it on the draw, but nothing there.
Yeah, good play by the defense there. They sniffed it out and made sure there were no gaps for him to run. If you're the offense, though, you have to think to yourself, maybe I'll go play action down the road.
The play clock's running down. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense. Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Taken in at the 22. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over. Right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. And wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it. And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in your offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
12 yards on the pickup, and the Lions are going to have a first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Second down following the run. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he floated one out there, incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. But at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Looking to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Their dangerous wide receiver, 58 yards. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if there's going to be casualties at times, we're trying to win a game.
Charles on the slant. You always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it in the exact perfect spot, right to the upfield shoulder of the receiver, and he used his body to keep the defender away.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
They'll need to get the play off quickly, and he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set. So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is incomplete. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A gain of 8 and a first down.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw again. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And his kick here is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. Certainly their offense has sputtered here a little bit in the first half as they finally do get on the board, but they only have 3.
Well, at least it eases the frustration a bit, doesn't it? Be able to get some points on the board, feel a little bit better about themselves as they go into the locker room and try and regroup.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Second down following the incompletion. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And now Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll come out in the pistol. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Naturally, we're going to say it was a poor pass, but the defensive guys say it was just a great play by them. They broke on the football, picked it off, and gave some momentum to their team.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA halftime report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Bears trail right now, but with another half to play, there's time to turn it around. The Lions have been the better team, though, and will try to maintain the lead in the second half. Here we go. Let's do this. Here's your first half highlights. Martin's going to kick it away. The return will start from the 4. They go ahead by 3. 3rd and goal. Defense will get to the quarterback here. This will go for a loss of 7. Lions have it late in the 2nd. Pass coverage will break down here, and that goes as a 58-yard touchdown. Lions up now by 13.
Okay, Larry, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on 1st down. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Eight yards to go here on 2nd down. They'll come out in the pistol.
All right, here we go. 3-19!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag.
Let's go! 3-19!
Back to throw here. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
Here we go now. Boom, landed!
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there, it doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off. Didn't have to knock anyone to the side. Didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He'll drop to throw. Ebron caught left side. A gain of 11 and a 1st down. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. off as they run left side. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Yes, this is where the expression staying ahead of the chains comes into play. Good runs like that one set you up well for 3rd down.
Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
And they'll go on the ground. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Six yards to go here on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 30, 20, 10. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Extra point forthcoming. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know from an offensive perspective, you want every play to be a big play. But sometimes the defense actually wins, and they did there on that draw play. Good job by the runner just taking care of the football because he didn't want to compound a bad play by turning it over. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Defense.
So you heard the word. This is a neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, the defender wanted to try and get back after he had jumped, unable to do so.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4. Second down and 4. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He'll drop to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Boswell's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Three yards left to grab here on 3rd down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
It's been a rough go on the ground throughout the entire game, but after a run like that, they may have found the spark to get their offense kick-started.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. They come up in an offset eye. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a 1st down as well.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Play clock winding down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic. This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on 2nd. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Back to throw now on 1st down. Surveying the field. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. And 2nd and 10, he'll look. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the. Look at the big man rumble. The 40. Past the 20. 10, 5. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for two. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding time. And that is incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Come on, let's go.
He'll drop to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Another pistol look here. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at about the 14. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. They go play action here on first down. Ebron caught left side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So the offense has it first and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25.
Holding offense.
And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete here.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
And that is incomplete. And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
So out comes the field goal team once more. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
I can remember a game here in Chicago a few years back. It was so blustery that Robbie Gould tried a field goal and just about kicked it out of bounds. Once that wind starts coming in off Lake Michigan, it can cause havoc in the kicking game.
And getting set to go again, here's the Lions defense. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3-and-out. See if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3-and-outs, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here, see if they can force another 3-and-out. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Too quick to the trigger that time. Neutral zone infraction, and that'll cost him 5 yards.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. First down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Time running out here on the play clock. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go. What? None. What? None.
The play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Now back to throw. He's got time. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in a run game. No gain.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. So 2nd and 10 here.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not much of an... Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And the hole closed. Now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up 1st downs.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
So out now come the Lions. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
big guy is up front. You know, the motivational speech on the side.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week, and you're...
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Lions going up against the Bears. With that, let's get out to Soldier Field. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. While the skies may be ominous, there's never a bad day for football. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, that's really all I...
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Lions going up against the Bears. With that, let's get out to Soldier Field. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. While the skies may be ominous, there's never a bad day for football. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp.